They say money is a mirror, but not one of glass, one of consequence. It reflects not your face, but your fears, your hungers, your secret allegiances. It does not lie. It shows you the version of yourself that appears when the stakes are no longer survival, but control. People chase money like it's the fire that warms, but they seldom ask who lights it, or worse, who owns the match. To most, wealth is a finish line, an escape hatch from obscurity, a rope ladder away from mediocrity. But for those who see with different eyes, money is not freedom, it's a leash. Silk-wrapped, diamond-studded perhaps, but a leash nonetheless. And the hands that hold it are rarely visible. The wise do not hunger for money. They observe how it moves others. They see who speaks louder when it enters the room. They watch who bends, who flatters, who forgets their convictions. Because money doesn't change people, it unmasks them. It is the flame, and they are the wax. And when the heat rises, the shape of their soul begins to melt. It is not the poor who are weak. It is those who believe that wealth alone can buy them gravity. Those who step into power with noise instead of presence. The ones who think that shiny watches and loud words will silence strong minds. True strength is felt, not heard. And the ones who carry it wear it like a shadow, not a spotlight. The man who understands money does not parade it. He guards it behind layered walls, cloaked intentions, and unmarked doors, because he knows that exposure invites hunger. And where there is hunger, there is danger. What you show becomes what they aim at. So he shows little. He lets them think he's surviving while he's quietly thriving. Let them scoff at your silence. Better to be underestimated than overthrown. But money that is seen is never the threat. It is the wealth that moves without permission, that operates even in your absence, that cannot be stopped with approval or applause. That is the kind of wealth that shifts empires. And if your money relies on another man's system, another man's goodwill, another man's mercy, then it is not wealth. It is permission disguised as power. The game is not to earn a check. It is to own the gate. It is to become the source, not the seeker. Not the one asking for access, but the one deciding who gets in. When you own the system, you control the language. People start to orbit you, not because you said a word, but because their very survival bends in your direction. Dependency. That is the invisible rope. Build it, and you won't need threats. People will silence themselves to stay close. They will protect your name like it's their own. Not out of love, but out of fear of losing the comfort you built into their lives. That is the most exquisite form of control. Silent, undebated, ever present. It's never about the money. It's about how money manipulates movement. A gift here, a favor there. A door opened, a silence maintained. People say loyalty cannot be bought. Perhaps. But it can be designed. Give at the right moment to the right person, and they will tie their sense of worth to the memory of your hand, not gratitude. Bondage. And then comes the test. Wealth is not the goal. The goal is to become irreplaceable in the lives of others, not by shouting, not by proving, but by being the one absence they cannot endure. Because people do not fear the loss of money. They fear the loss of who they are with it. And here lies the cruel irony. The more comfort you give someone, the more invisible strings you attach, not out of malice, out of inevitability. A man who has tasted a better life rarely wants to return. He'll bend, he'll break, he'll become silent in rooms where he once spoke loudly, all to keep what he believes he earned. And if you can make someone believe that comfort was earned, but remind them it is fragile, you never have to ask for obedience. You'll hear them call it loyalty. But what it really is fear of falling backwards. Those who chase money think it's the prize. The wise make it the bait. Let them scramble for raises. Let them climb ladders made of glass. Meanwhile, you build the house they're desperate to enter. You hand out just enough, just fast enough to keep them hopeful. And in that hope, They'll sell pieces of themselves, time, silence, identity, all to stay in your orbit. But the Machiavellian doesn't stop there. He knows the world worships success it cannot explain, so he hides the process, shows only the result. He gives benefits without blueprints, because once they understand how you did it, they'll try to do it without you. And you cannot lead people who no longer need your direction. Mystery is capital. Secrets are currency. And the most powerful people are not those with gold, but those with silence that others pay to interpret. And if you give, do so rarely and without announcement, never for credit, only for architecture. One gift placed at the right time can create a loyalty that lectures never could, but it must feel like a miracle, not a pattern. Patterns invite expectation. Miracles invite reverence. Generosity, when too frequent, becomes a drug. People grow numb. They begin to expect, and expectation kills gratitude, so you don't give often. You give strategically. Then step back and observe. Who bows? Who clings? Who forgets? That memory stored deep in the psychology of those you help becomes your silent vote in every decision they make. You won't need to ask. They'll act in your favor without knowing why. The final move is to reach a state where wealth surrounds you but doesn't define you. You move through the world with quiet power. No need to explain, no need to prove. Those who know, know, and those who guess, guess wrong. You become the echo that changes the room without speaking. The pause that holds more weight than their sentences. The presence that doesn't chase attention but receives it, involuntarily. Because once you've mastered the system, once you've bent the game into shape with your mind alone, money no longer matters. It is there, yes, but it is silent. Like gravity, felt but unseen, feared but not discussed. And in that silence, you find your true identity, not in the noise of accumulation, but in the discipline of control. Because the real question was never how much you have. It was always, how well do you wield what you've built?